like spent the night there, and then I had to go to a kid's Christmas party or birthday party the next day, and I was like, crap, I didn't bring any clothes with me, so.
We got a kick-ass skull shirt now.
Yeah.
It says we're live. Okay, now we are live. We're live. All right, now that we're live, I'm going to get booze.
All right.
All the skulls have little hearts for eyes.
Oh, ha! Yeah, I can't really see.
Yeah,
that,
you can't tell from here.
Yeah. When you get a chance after session tomorrow, you should totally watch that video I posted in general. It's the fucking best.
Oh, okay. Oh, I gotta wake up at 5 tomorrow.
Is that they changed your hours but not your days kind of thing?
No, tomorrow is what we call detail day, where we don't take wrecks. We just focus on working traffic. It's like a speed detail type thing.
Gotcha.
We do like 1 or 2 of those a month. And then Tuesday through and then my schedule changes, and I was working 9:30 a.m. to 6 p.m. and then I'll start working 11 a.m. to 7:30 p.m. until we go through our normal shift change.
That's kind of more or less what I work right now. So I get you. I understand. It kind of kills your evening too, because you get home and you don't feel like really doing anything.
Sean's very excited about his Savannah Club.
Sean, when we would get together and play board games, Sean would always bring that over, and I would always get toasty on it.
I remember he went through this whole thing where he was big on Herradura, and I didn't realize that was he.
I love Herpaderp.
Well, you kept calling it Herradura, and I didn't realize that was actually the name of the brand. I thought you were just being you and be like, Herradura.
I've never called it Herradura. I've always called it Herpaderp.
You've called it Herradura before. I'm in my every other 2 weeks of forced sobriety.
Oh, this smells so good. I should be drinking rum all the time.
See,
That's what alcoholics say.
I like liquor, but it gives me such weird hangovers that I just don't drink it anymore.
I'm giving myself an excuse to drink it. I am decluttering, and that means I have to declutter my alcohol.
There you go. You gotta drink it before it goes bad, man.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes, absolutely. And there's 2 gallons more of other brands of this.
Gosh, there was this I forget the comedian who said it, but he was just like, alcohol's an evil thing because you can take this liquid, put it in a hot box for 50 years, pull it back out, and still drink it with no issue. And it's like,
and it might be better.
Yeah, and that's the truth.
It's a rum and coke. It's not straight rum. Yeah.
Gotta have that sugar to give you a hangover.
Exactly.
I'm
off today. I'm off tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
Because
what's that day?
President's Day. Stupid holiday.
Oh, I get worse hangovers with beer than I do liquor usually.
If I have liquor with sugar, like tonic water or any kind of soda, it wrecks me the next day. So if I drink it with like club soda, I'm usually fine unless I drink too much.
I pretty much only mix with.
Go ahead.
If I mix with diet drinks, I only mix with diet drinks anyway. So, but that's why I think Fireball's got so much sugar in it that I always feel sick the next day.
Yeah, that stuff is sneaky on you.
It doesn't taste good either. So
it's got so much cinnamon in it. It's hard to really appreciate any kind of flavor it could have.
The cinnamon doesn't bother me. It's so sweet.
Mm.
And I've got friends that's like one of the main things they like to drink when we're hanging out, and I'm like, no, I'll just bring something.
Yeah.
One heard from Jeff today.
He said he'd be online.
Is that him connecting in and out? No, that looks like Brett.
I would say. I assume that was him. Hopefully my internet works better than it did yesterday. I was trying to do a game night and it just kept shitting itself.
You've been good so far.
Fingers crossed.
Is that one of your abilities, Sean?
It is. I don't know what it means. I don't know what augury is.
You gain the ability to consult with your ancestral spirits. When you do so, you cast the augury or clairvoyant spell without using a spell slot or material component. I forget what augury does.
Blah blah blah. Let's see if
Casting. Oh god, it's one of these that requires DM intervention from me. That's fine. What's
Damn it,
crazy?
I don't want to do work.
I don't want to work. I already do enough work.
I was hoping it was like some. I was hoping it was just like, oh, you can use scrying.
By casting gem inlaid sticks, rolling dragon bones, laying out rank cards, or employing some other divining tool, you receive an omen from an otherworldly entity about the results of a specific course of action that you plan to take within the next 30 minutes. Okay, I can work with that.
I want to use that before we enter the city. And like I was thinking in my head I kept thinking it was scrying and not these two spells, and I'm like, I'm gonna do this cool thing where I consult with Serena and I send her in or something to scout ahead, and it would be really cool. But now it's these nonsense spells.
Yeah, you're merged. You can't do that.
Well,
you can shapeshift and go in there.
I'm flavoring her as my ancestral spirit.
Oh, okay.
So, like, functionally, yes, I can't send her out there. But, like, when I do my ancestral spirit jumps out and protects and attacks, it's her punching somebody in the face.
I like that. That's really good. I described your new character to another longtime DM, and he goes, "Oh, that's pretty fucking cool."
Like, the only thing that annoys me is I could not think of a reasonable reason why they would do it on purpose.
Yeah. You tricked her.
I didn't trick her. I tricked Armin and her. They were my pawns, and I fucked them.
You know how Facebook likes to give really weird ads?
Yes.
Yes. Go on.
Why are these a thing?
It's like assless chaps, but the front. Oh, speaking of weird ads, go ahead. I'll relay mine.
No, it's nothing. No, it's nothing. Go.
I was gonna say that today, all day, every time I've looked at Twitter, since it's Valentine's Day, all of my promoted tweets have been from the American Heart Health Association. But the stipulation is, all of the ads are aimed at pregnant women.
You got something you want to tell us about?
Did they know something you don't?
They know something I don't, apparently.
Did you hear about that Target thing where they like Target's marketing is automated and it detects when you make certain purchases with the red card?
Oh, yeah.
Dad found out about the daughter.
Yeah, the daughter was pregnant, and the dad didn't know. The dad of the daughter, not of the baby.
Right.
And he got like an email, or he got some marketing that said, "You should get these because you're pregnant." And he was like,
I get that. I make like one purchase a year on my red card, and I get emails like that every time after I make the purchase.
I buy lots of beer at Target.
Using your red card?
Yes, absolutely. I want my 5% off.
Dude, you know what? When I used to work there, it was extra beneficial to have it because my employee discount stacked on top of that 5%. So
same thing. I worked there for a while.
Yeah. Is that Jeff? Did he join us? He did. All right. I'm going to keep this window of augury open to the side here.
I'm going to do it immediately.
Okay.
So when I consult with my ancestral spirits, can we flavor that as Tamara? Because my ancestral spirit is a ghost that resides inside me.
You want to talk to one of the dragon gods?
Yes. Specifically Tamara, it feels like I'm sort of in tune with her, but if you got something else, I'm open to it.
I mean, you're always open to talking to her, but have you? I wonder how Tamara feels about you merging with somebody else.
I would love to know. And like, it's not like I could answer and say Armin says yes, this was my idea the whole time. It's like we don't think that way anymore. We are one.
As soon as Jeff gets on here.
I'm here. Sorry.
You're here. Okay,
Yay.
cool. All right. So last week, after fusing and well, really not too much happened last week. Armin and Serena fused into the newly known Barbarian Arena, and you guys decided to follow up a lead on some undead and an abandoned city. And you fought some orcs on the way who wanted gold for orc prostitution. But you denied them this reality. Instead, they reside in the cold, hard ground now. Or in the open air. You guys probably didn't bury them.
They could have had money, but they decided they'd be greedy.
Easteval actually put forth a good effort to try and come up with a diplomatic solution to the whole standoff, but they just wouldn't do it.
Well, you almost got one of them, but then one of his buddies took the charge. And now, after some more travel, you have made your way to the outskirts of the abandoned village. You can just see all of the undead shuffling off in the distance. Arena wanted to do something?
I wanted to do
Because you guys are outside. Before you did that, you guys took a short rest, right?
Yes.
Okay. And you're not technically you're not where you're standing. You'd probably be behind the houses or whatever. So Arena wanted to do something.
I want to consult with spirits.
Yeah.
I don't know what those spirits are, but it would be nice to know who they are by consulting with them.
Okay.
So I will do the, which one is it where I say what we're gonna do? Okay, augury.
Yeah.
So I will consult with the spirits of what I think my plan is, and I'm not gonna let the party know what my plan is because that was the fun in that.
Sure.
I think that we are gonna walk into the town killing undead left and right with there will be no prisoners taken.
With
Everything's gonna
extreme
die.
prejudice.
Extreme prejudice.
Extreme prejudice.
Like, Armin doesn't like undead. Serena is not I guess she's not a big fan, but like not to the same level as Armin is.
Sure.
And I know that Sir Isteval is going to be all in on killing some undead.
Yeah.
It's the one thing he can kill without
Without
any
remorse.
sort of... Yeah, exactly.
They cannot be reasoned with.
No converting them.
So that is the plan that I would love to know if it'll work. If we just go in blindly killing undead, is that for the good? Or do the spirits see that as the correct way forward?
So your specific course of action that you plan to take within the next 30 minutes. I get to choose from the following omens. The spell does not take into account any possible circumstances that might change the outcome. Okay. So. Let me get my dice.
Oh boy. Unrelated. I got hit with an ad on a podcast I listened to. There's this the Critical Dice website, and they have this unlimited dice thing where you sign up for a monthly subscription and they send you dice every month.
Oh, that's cool.
It's neat, but I
Alright.
don't think I need that much dice.
I don't either, but I like the idea of needing that
Yeah,
much
that's a
I mean,
dice.
cool concept.
need a bag
Yeah.
full.
It's like,
Well,
All right.
The
what would I do?
long-term goal should be filling a kiddie pool full of them.
Yeah.
Hmm?
Go to the next time you go to a convention, go find the Chessex people and just fill a bag.
Just get a scooper.
Yeah. All right. What do you do to convene with your god or your spirits?
I sit down, cross-legged on the ground, and I bow my head, and Serena's ghost, my ancestral spirit, appears in front of me and bows her head as well, and we both convene at the same time. And then we enter the avatar state, and everything dies.
You, after putting forth your course of action, are met with a familiar radiance, that of Tamara herself. You feel, or you hear no words from her, but you receive simultaneously both weal and woe, for the results will be both good and bad.
Excellent. There is no risk. There is no reward without risk. I stand with the party and I say, if we kill all these undead, good things will happen, but also bad things. And I do not know what they are.
So you can't be any more specific about that.
No, absolutely not.
Okay.
So good things could be like we get some extra beer, and bad things could be like we kick off the end of the world.
Or we all die.
I mean, we've done that before, so
Well, I don't see what the harm in killing the undead is. I don't know what possible bad outcomes these
And
spirits are talking about.
I point at the really big undead ogre-looking thing, and I say, "What about that one? What bad could come from us killing that?"
What good could it come from us not?
Fair. Let's go kill it first.
All right. Well, you guys can position yourself anywhere, really anywhere in this area.
Can we go for a stealth mission and try to like assassinate the undead before they're alerted to our presence?
Oh, absolutely. You can always attempt to do things. I
I
can't
don't
always
think I
promise
can.
results.
I don't think I have control of my character token.
Oh, let's
Okay.
let's see.
I think all of us
What?
have armor that allows us to be stealthy without totally fucking it up right off the
I
bat.
think
now.
so. I think you can all technically stealth. Do you not have?
I don't
No,
have
you
one.
should be able to control your token.
Let me make
What do you-
sure I have the.
What are
Yeah,
you
I have
trying
the select.
What are you trying to say, D?
Oh, just I don't wear armor.
Yeah.
Ah,
Yeah, she's got a t-shirt with her face on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
And as Arena says that, the memory flashes across Yolanda of someone somewhere is wearing her T-shirt with her face on it as pants.
Oh yeah, God.
Oh, that makes me
Which-
happy.
Which one is the one you can move, Brett?
The one here on the bottom.
Okay, so I'll get rid of that one, and I'll get rid of that one. Can you move your token? Sean, can you move yours?
Yep.
Okay. I don't know why it does that. Sometimes it just does that.
So I guess we had an elevated vantage point so we could see where all these guys are, right? That's why we can see the
I can-
tokens.
All of the buildings are dilapidated enough that you can kind of see through them and see stuff. So
Okay.
I can fly around and make a pass if you want me to. Stay out of view. If we really, for that concerned about it.
Nah, I'm not that concerned. I just want to know what we can kill without drawing attention from other things.
I'm gonna guess if undead are shambling around.
Well, I don't want to draw. I don't want to like engage in combat with one and then draw 6 more on top of us.
Yeah.
That's true.
You try to pick them off one at a time or something.
Something like that.
Lure them away from the village one at a time, and
Oh, we could kite them. This is a super MMO tactics where we kite a monster around. Actually,
my only,
we have an assassin with us. Hayfin, what do you think we should do to kill these things?
well, the only kiting I know is where you write a check for money you don't have. So I'm assuming that's not what you're asking us to do.
So kiting in an MMO is you have like one guy who keeps the monster on him, but he runs around and like keeping the monster from
Okay.
hitting him, and everyone else just beats on him.
Beats on him, so you make the guy running around draw his attention, the monster's attention, solely on him.
Yeah.
Does anybody have any sort of ways to charm undead or
my charming good looks.
guide or control them?
Can't do that, but I can do minor illusion to try and get them to follow something, or dancing lights.
We could pick a route like one of these houses back here to just set up a kill shop in. You could illusion wander one at a time back in here, and we could handle them that way if we want to.
Yeah, let's pull them.
What
Yeah,
will they
it's-
chase?
I say we get as many as we can one by one until they. I doubt they'll figure it out, but maybe they will. But at least we'll have gotten rid of some.
Like zombies will probably be all right. Higher level undead, like undead that has thinking.
Yeah.
Thinky goodness.
Well, we can take out the ogre's support, so we can definitely take out the lesser guys one by one. I think.
You want
And
to
that
start
way
with
when
the
the
three
ogre-
in front of us?
Yeah.
But
I'd
why
say
do we
so.
think they would chase?
Because they're hungry
Brains.
for brains.
No.
Brains.
What
Make a
would they
giant
chase?
walking brain
Yeah, make an illusion of a brain floating.
with brains for legs, brains for arms, and brains for hands and brains for fingers.
No.
Okay.
Over here, do a minor illusion and do a gigantic feast table that's got brains on plates, and somebody can ring a dinner bell.
the
That'll draw 'em
chapel
in.
mouse, the church mouse.
Okay, where am I putting this feast of brains?
Hold
for
on.
them
We
to
need
see?
to get. I guess we need to get in position, right?
Yeah. So where do we want them? Ultimately, we want them to. Wherever they're going
Come
to
into
draw,
this
we're going to
house?
want them to want to stay in that area so we
Roll me
can.
a stealth check, East of all.
Oh my god!
I'm
Fuck
sneaking up
this whole
behind.
plan up.
I'm sneaking up behind the house.
Exactly. So you got a stealth check. You said it.
You just wandered off.
Well, I thought you said we were getting in position.
We don't know what position is yet.
Okay.
Where do we want to lure them to? And
Roll me that stealth
Exactly.
check.
is that what we're trying to determine with the stealth check? Or you asking?
whether he lives or dies is what we're trying to do. Stealth
East
check.
of all sneaks up to the corner of the house, garnering no attention of the Bodaks inside.
So probably not that close to the house, unless.
Well, I'm assuming that the house. This is a solid wall, correct?
No, parts of it are missing. There's windows. But you didn't
I
ask.
think- What about this house down here? Why can't we get them into here? I mean, it's like a narrow entranceway. It looks like one way in, or 2 ways in and out. You block one way off.
Well, the
Yeah,
wall, the
that's what I
buildings
was
are
suggesting.
dilapidated. What's to stop them from just crashing through the wall?
We kind of like guide the
Well-
illusion through the doorway.
Can you move your illusion?
Yes, you can move an illusion.
Oh, okay. I don't know how magic works. Then do that.
Do that.
Make
Are we
an
going
illusion.
into the house?
Unless
Uh,
unless Istval has something he can do now that he's like basically up their nose.
Yeah.
So they are Bodaks.
They are Bodaks.
Okay, that's all I accomplished. I'm just gonna sneak back.
Roll me a sneak. You successfully sneak away without garnering their attention.
They're definitely Bodaks, everyone.
What is a Bodak?
Well, what you saw in that house, at least.
I don't know what a Bodak is. Is it a ghosty or a zombie?
It's a cut above a zombie. It's like a white kind of thing.
Do
What is
they
it?
have?
I think it's the corpse of an evil person who died and wasn't consecrated or buried or something like that.
Do they have any reasoning skills, or are they just kind of drawn by?
I think they're driven by hate. That's all they know.
So
Okay, well,
they probably won't
Cast an
like
illusion
us.
of their high school bully, and get them to. Yeah. Well.
You know, roll me a history on that Bodak knowledge there, East of All. You got advantage since you were on the Council of Waterdeep.
Well, I'm looking to see if I'm remembering correctly now. History check.
At advantage. Lucky you.
The one would have shriveled my brain.
Yeah. We would have just heard the wires crossing and just fritzing out. You know that their sole purpose is just to cause death.
So let's
Bodaks.
illusion
Are
a
what-
person.
So yeah, just have them chase a person to where we want to get rid of them.
Okay.
But I think we should hide out, because if one comes running out, it comes out the door, we're just gonna be standing there looking like a bunch of goofballs.
Yeah, why don't we go into this little house here and hide like in corners?
I had like a bunch of
Jump.
cowards. I will
Jump.
stand before them.
So, what about this little courtyard down here? Could we possibly lure them into the courtyard and be hiding behind the wall?
When you say courtyard,
Which courtyard?
you mean
Which
this house?
courtyard?
There's undead on the other side of those walls in that courtyard area, but yes?
Yeah, like the choke point. Have your feast down here, and then we jump out and brain them.
I'm aboard. Let's do that.
Yeah, wherever you want to trap them, whether it be in the house or in this courtyard, we can close off whichever part. Let's do it.
So hear me out. The feast, illusion, a person running away, and then hopping on a table and laying down.
I like it.
And then pulling its guts out for them.
It's like, and it's holding up forks for them to pick up.
Who are we going after first? The west group, the north group, or the east group?
I'm most concerned about the Bodaks. I don't know anything else about the guys to
I
the
think
right.
we start either with this one guy over here or these two here, depending on how confident we feel.
I'll try with these two
0%.
first and see how it goes. Okay, I'm going to minor illusion and send a little person. Like, it's going to look like a frail, slender human man. Gonna go just wandering aimlessly up these stairs towards the room that these Bodaks are in.
Okay.
Sending a homeless man to die.
Yeah, basically.
Make him
It's
have
not
a
a real
really
one.
big head, like a giant head.
Yeah,
Make
his
him
head will
look
be
extra.
proportionately large.
Make sure he's extra tasty, or like coated in gravy or something.
Blood gravy.
His head is so
Asking.
it's so swollen that he's dragging it on the ground. That's what's slowing him down. The head is just so big.
You're casting minor illusion? Okay.
So, yep, he goes wandering up this way.
It must do an intelligence saving throw. Sure, we can do that. It's a good thing these things aren't very smart. They both notice the illusion that you have conjured. It runs down the stairs and over to the courtyard.
Yeah, it's not gonna go super fast. It'll go as fast as these guys seem to be going, but yeah.
Sure.
coming
Okay.
out.
The two Bodaks immediately start emitting kind of a mid-pitched noise, like "Ooh," as they start following the creature. All of the other Bodaks in the area begin movement.
Oh,
Bodak.
good.
Does anyone speak Bodak?
I speak everything if it's a language.
Send another message out. Yell out in Bodak. Said, just kidding.
Can I actually understand? Is Bodak a language?
Bodak is not a language. Though, I mean, you don't know what these guys knew in life, but if anybody speaks Abyssal,
Yolanda speaks everything, doesn't she?
Hang on, does Haven?
Yes, I speak
Abyssal?
everything.
Or was that one item? Let me see.
the Bodaks begin moving in the direction of the creature. Are you guys hiding in the house?
Yes.
We are currently hiding in the house, but I'm suggesting we continue to let that thing lead them into the courtyard while we hightail it out this door to the left.
Wait until
After they
they're-
pass us.
You mean we just avoid the confrontation altogether?
Let's get them over here and then like set them on fire or something.
There's a lot of them. Yeah, or we could, yeah.
Yeah, like a Molotov cocktail. Does anybody have a flask of oil?
You know we have magic, right?
Well, I'm just
Yeah, I
thinking
can't.
like,
I can't drop a fireball.
yeah, but he doesn't have like napalm. That's not a spell he knows. But if we had flasks of oil, we could like lob him, and then he could hit it with a firebolt. Boom!
Give me some. Give me
I
some
feel like
orange.
sometimes
juice.
we forget we're in Fantasyland. This is the second time today someone's went like, I don't know how magic works.
Who's got a machine gun?
Well, I mean, Arena is a barbarian after all.
True.
Magic confusing to my small brain.
Well, the Bojacks continue moving past. Everybody needs to roll me stealth check.
We done fuck. Oh my god, that one looked weird for a second.
What?
One of them looked like they were stretched out into two spots.
Oh. Ugh. Bodak centipede.
Gross.
Hang on. Let me make sure I'm.
Everybody successfully remains quiet as the Bodak contingent wanders by, following the minor illusion. Where is that minor illusion ending up? Just like mark somewhere on the map for me.
We're bringing them down to this
Down-
courtyard
Down
over here.
there.
Everybody
All-
prep your boomy
all the-
spells.
All the Bodaks are hanging out down here now. Actually, there's two that I missed, so there's two more.
Oh Jesus.
This is a great idea, guys.
Lightning bolt, huh? 5
I
feet
need to
wide,
read
and
it.
100 feet long. Is that what you're casting?
No, I'm reading it first.
Oh, I got you.
It's like, do I want to kill them or kill us all? Are we seriously considering fighting this many things at once? I need to know before I crash through the wall Kool-Aid style.
I mean, my first instinct would be to slip out the back and assume that we've gotten past them for at least for now.
Let's chase that instinct.
Fine. Okay, we'll do that.
But if you want me to start attacking, that's why I was pulling up spells to look at.
Well, knowing what Sir Eastaval knows about Bodax,
I casually stroll out
I'm gonna
this way.
I'm gonna look at Sir Istaval for just kind of a and then I'm gonna gesture towards the back at the
mean-
back door.
Does anybody have a flask of oil?
Oh my god, no.
I don't think I do.
I have 12 charges of a fully stocked adventurer bag. I'm assuming a flask of oil can be contained in one?
yeah, one could assume that. Since you all succeeded on your stealth, you can move up to your full movement.
Bonk.
Let me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay.
Oops.
I can get all the way to here. We did it, guys. Now we will not feel the full repercussions of the woe, maybe.
Okay, but now where do we go? There's
Well,
a
we
big
saw it.
thing here.
Let's go kill the giant one. Well, before it yells out in moan language.
We could try and keep sneaking around stuff and only fight if we have to.
Why?
Yeah.
Why are we sneaking around
I
here
thought
at all?
ultimately we were gonna kill
Because
them.
you said
I thought
bad things were gonna happen, though.
Bad things would happen if we ran in there and killed everything we saw. We've already not killed everything we saw.
Oh, okay. Then okay, we'll go try and quietly kill the one big thing.
yeah, we left like 9 things alive right there. That's 9 things we can kill now.
Well, not alive, but
We
Well-
left them undead.
We left them in the state we found them. Perhaps slightly pissed off that feast isn't real.
Like, if they're mindless and only driven by a primal urge, maybe they're just like, oh. And then they just live there now.
that is their new home.
The Bodax have reached the image and they have tried to consume its life force, but not having succeeded, the Bojax begin to disperse.
I think we should. Uh-oh.
Run.
Continue moving.
I think we should go for that ogre up there before the Bodax have a chance to see us.
Yeah, you're probably right.
Yeah. Oh,
Unless,
yeah, let's go.
Pause the Bodax, so we're gonna continue moving forward, right?
just don't move the boat axe anymore. We don't have to worry about them. So can we move our full
Full movement.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8?
You moved through the wall into the house.
I moved at an angle.
All right, when you come around the corner, I need you to roll me stealth check.
Yeah.
You too, Yolanda. And you too, Hayfen.
No.
Wait, I might have moved
Oh,
farther than I
sorry.
can. I think.
Still got a level 4.
I
Oh
think
no,
that's-
I didn't get ready either.
Let me
As
I'll
count
you
be
back.
guys-
standing on top of it.
As you go ahead and move yourself back there, then
3, 4, 5,
Can we just say I tripped and I'm out in the open?
5. So no, I would be right here. That would have been my full movement.
okay.
30.
Well, it doesn't matter what everybody else rolled because when Arena came around the corner to try to sneak into the house, they crashed into the corner of the wall trying to be real sneaky, and they caught the attention of this guy up here, and he turns, and you see several weapons just kind of like stuck into all over his body and everything, and he pulls one of the weapons out of him, and he begins advancing on the party.
Who are we looking at? I think maybe my
This guy.
I think my maps froze.
Go ahead and refresh real quick.
Yeah. Cameras are working, but all the pieces are.
Kind of frozen.
Oh yeah, there it is. Okay.
Okay. So it's it's this guy up here. So go ahead and roll for initiative.
That cannot be reasoned with. We shall charge.
like that we're using the we pronoun for arena. Or the they.
I'm something. I don't know what it is, but I love it.
Until we are sure. Wow, I've never seen a blue initiative roll before.
I don't know why it did that. Oh, it's because I have advantage.
Is that a new way of doing advantage?
I think so.
All right,
It is
everybody.
now.
It might be a perk I have. I think they've maybe they've actually.
You
done some
do
work.
get initiative perks as a barbarian.
Excellent.
All right, Arena.
Oh, I'm a charge.
You crashed into the wall and garnered its attention.
I'm gonna whip out the. Ooh, what sword do I want to use? The 9 lives killer.
You're gonna
Yeah.
use the 9 lives killer on an undead construct, or not construct, but creature.
I'm curious if that would even work.
Let me pull its card out.
Like, can I steal its unlife?
Can't you kill those things by giving it life, like healing them?
Somebody can, not me.
Well, in the case of the 9 lives stealer, it says that it must succeed on a con saving throw if it has 100 hit points or less, or it will be instantly slain as the sword tears its life force from its body.
You can't tear the life force from something that doesn't have it.
Well, I was going to continue to say a construct or undead is immune.
All right, well then I would be pulling out the Vorpal, and I'll run forward and I'll charge and I'll rage. So bada boom, bada bang,
Sure.
and I will attack. 32
32 absolutely hits.
for 24, and then I'll swing again.
Where is that?
24.
20. Hang on. The sheet went away. 24 probably hits with this guy.
Figured it would. He looks like a big bag of health, and less
Yeah.
of a.
Why?
So,
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, you have done 48 damage as you crush your Vorpal sword into its big pot belly.
That's me.
East of all.
East of all,
Yeah. You see Arena run up and start laying into this giant zombie ogre.
is it nighttime or daytime?
It is daytime.
I'm gonna flick that warhammer on. Things are heating up.
Indeed they are.
Gonna run forward.
East of all smash.
Well, I'm gonna try to, at least.
You smash into the ogre zombie, dealing 16 bludgeoning and fire damage. You smash again for an additional 14.
That's east of all, and then I'll be right back.
Okay.
Okay. Can I hit it now?
You can hit it now.
Like that. Ethan, how do you keep ending up on top of me?
I don't know.
He's right where he wants to be.
Nathan has a mighty need.
I'm moving as far as I can each time, and I'm not getting very far.
I will get. It's just like somehow every time I shift, so you're not on top of me, you kept ending up like right there. Okay, I'm gonna be right here so that I flank him, and I'm gonna hit him.
Gonna hit him. 20.
Hit him.
20 absolutely hits. 25 absolutely hits. You smack him a couple of times. You rip out some of the sinew from his gut. Take a rib or two with you. Dealing 11 and 9 for 20 damage.
And then I will flurry of blows, punch him a
Before
couple more times.
Are you spending key to do that?
Yeah, I was about to.
Don't spend key, because I'm going to do something now. So after your 2 feather staff attacks, the big ogre zombie collapses down to one knee. And just like the Bodax before, the ogre zombie begins to let out a very raucous and loud roar.
Oh, great.
You hear 2 returning roars from that, similar roars returning from across the field, and about a dozen or more smaller roars from everything else.
Well, we've done it, guys.
Everything
Well, they know
is
we're
now,
here.
everything is now kind of screaming in unison. A wind begins to pick up across the field, which is highly unusual because it was a calm day. The ogre begins to float in the air. And you see him float up into the air and fly to the center as the 2 other ogre zombies fly and converge on each other, as well as the bodies of everything else as they start to fly across the field to the center.
Oh no.
Oh.
We gone.
Oh no, it's Legion.
Sinew and gore and bodies can start to combine. And before you, a mighty mass appears,
Jesus.
Yikes.
hovering in the air over the dilapidated buildings. Immediately in your minds, you hear the sounds of a dozen different languages, and you can pick out everything that you can understand, and you just
God.
hear, "We are Legion."
Oh, it actually is Legion. Awesome. Yeah, let's go fight him. Fighting one's not a problem.
Fighting solves most of our problems.
Because of and solution to.
Although now we only have one consciousness we have to convince that doesn't need to fight.
You step on Mr. Charisma character, convince the giant writhing undead mass that we don't mean it any harm after we tried to kill some of it.
Some of it.
I'll give it my best go.
Also, I imagine Yolanda does not feel great because she can understand every language, so
You just heard that in like 12 different languages.
it doesn't feel good.
It feels like there'd be psychic backlash from hearing awful things in all languages at once in your brain.
We're gonna start.
Yolanda is definitely a little bit rattled by this, but no psychic damage happens.
And start doing sanity checks like we're playing Call of Cthulhu.
Oh god.
Dude, I want to play Call of Cthulhu.
It's a fun one.
We're
That'll
up
be
to
fun,
east
yeah.
of all, so if you've got a drink, refresh it. If you got to use the bathroom real quick, because I want him to walk back in on this. I'm gonna use the bathroom real quick.
Oh no, we're gonna be screwed.
So, my bathroom scale sends me emails once a week to tell me about, like, what change there's been. And I'm cleaning out my email because I hadn't cleaned it out, like, in the past year. And so I'm just getting to go back in time and watch myself lose all the weight that I've gained this year.
Well, that's fun.
I can pretend that's the direction I'm going in instead of
I've been tracking since March, and it's nice seeing it go down, but I don't weigh myself unless I'm like actively working on it.
I weigh myself
I
like once a
still-
week.
Yeah, I still do it, even if it's bad, because then at least it's a reminder. Like, okay, make good choices.
Don't
Like
want to
tonight
make
for
big
dinner,
choices.
I had an entire slice of cheesecake and half of a medium pizza from Pizza Hut. So
Oh my
now
God,
I'm drinking 2 beers.
I mean, your stomach's probably gonna be unhappy, but that sounds amazing.
Yeah, Eileen wanted pizza for dinner, and Pizza Hut was doing that heart-shaped pizza for Valentine's Day, so we got that.
Due to that today. Most days.
Well, damn it, Jeff, you ran off. All right. Jeff is gonna hold until the okay. So actually, you went, so it is now Haven's turn, technically. Haven, you just saw
Okay.
this giant mass of bodies just coagulate and combine on each other, and now they are hovering about 20 feet in the air above everything else.
Mm-hmm. I'll start easy. I'm gonna start with a firebolt. See what I can do.
Your firebolt crashes against one of the bodies in the writhing mass. It explodes and seemingly does no damage.
Okay. Lesson learned.
You were gonna save us with your words instead of you flung fire at it.
Arena,
Y'all
you're
Y'all
up
didn't
now.
seem very convinced I could do it, so.
I look at my Vorpal sword and I'm like, I don't see a head I could lop off. Oh,
Really, I see a bunch.
Well, I mean, lopping off one head is not gonna do it.
Do anything.
What the hell is that?
You missed it.
Welcome
As Yolanda downed the ogre zombie, it started releasing this shrill roar, and all of the bodies on the field converged on one point and formed a writhing mass of bodies that is now floating in the air about 20 feet up. And everybody heard telepathically about 12 different languages. You get to pick out the ones that you hear. Yolanda got to hear them all in unison, but they said, "We are Legion."
As if dragons weren't enough.
I want to hold my turn. I cannot think of anything I can do to this thing other than hopefully someone does something that makes sense to me. So I delay my turn.
Okay, so you're at the top of the round. Basically, you're the first, so before Legion goes again.
You mean before I go again?
Yeah, before you go again. Yolanda having the most recent memory in Legion's mind. A tentacle works its way out from behind one of the bodies and makes a strike. You take 15 slashing damage and 10 fire damage. Roll me a strength saving throw. As it attempts to wrap its tentacle around you and pull you towards the writhing mass, you strong arm your way out of it.
At least there's that. Still hard.
It opens, like you see a kind of a gap open up in between the bodies of as they writhe around the mass. Ceristoval, roll me a dexterity saving throw.
Dexterity.
Who can see the opening?
Like everybody but you.
Okay.
You see an eye emerge from the gap, and it flashes.
Boss battle, hit the eye.
East of all catches the flash, and he finds himself paralyzed for the next minute.
I'm immune to paralysis.
All right, well then you are not paralyzed.
Hold on, this is Jeff we're talking about. That sounds like some bullshit.
Could be a paladin feat. Are you actually immune to paralysis?
No, I'm paralyzed.
All right, you can attempt to roll out of it on your turns. So, and then it writhes another tentacle out and attacks at Yolanda since she is the closest. This time missing. Tentacle strikes at the ground, but you're dexterous enough that you dodge out of the way before retreating back into the body. Sir Eastaval, you're currently paralyzed, so
What do I have to roll to break out of my paralysis?
you have to make that roll again. So roll me a dexterity saving throw. Or, I'm sorry, Constitution.
Okay.
You are still paralyzed.
Womp.
You're up, Yolanda.
Okay. I'm going to think at it in however many languages it thinks at it. Is there any way that we can just pass?
You send the so you're talking to it?
Yeah, I'm talking to it. It
Okay.
spoke like 12 languages of me, so I'll
Sure.
speak.
You don't
Coming
wanna do a little
back,
wave first.
coming back in 12 languages, you just hear, "We are Legion."
Yeah, you're also a broken record. And then I guess I will lob a searing sunburst. Can I still see the eyeball? Or like the
No,
hole?
the body that closed back up after the attack.
Well, I'll still try searing sunburst it. And I'll use my key to try and maximize it.
Go for it. All right.
Question.
It's a Constitution.
Well, not
save.
question. Recommendation. Next time someone talks to it, tell them that we are also Legion.
I don't think it works.
I think it would know that we weren't.
How?
I'm pretty
Well,
sure there's only
The fact that our brainwaves aren't melded in with theirs, probably.
Try to roll a deception. Wait a minute, we're on your side. We're Legion too.
All right. Release your searing sunburst.
Okay, so it does. It's got to do a Constitution saving throw of 15.
Yeah, roll your damage
Oh,
is what I'm
damage.
saying.
It'd be 86.
$25 damage. I can deal with that. All right. Does Yolanda do anything else?
I'm gonna not be here. I'm gonna be like here.
Coward.
Yes, I don't have a lot of hit points. I don't wear armor.
As
And
you
as-
do that and end your turn, Legion takes a legendary action.
I'm good.
He blinks out of existence, and he pops back up right here.
Crushing the
Ah!
walls.
Why doesn't it like me?
You shot fire at it.
No, I didn't. I did
What is a sunburst?
light
Hafen,
flashbang.
So if it is Legion, would the sunburst not hit all of the creatures composing the ball of Legion?
don't worry about it.
There's a lot of extra bodies up under there.
Wouldn't everybody take 8d6.
You and your logic. Get it out of here.
Hang on just a second.
Okay.
You want me to slip my turn in?
If you want to, yeah. So that
Uh,
way you'll get.
I don't
Yeah,
think
you can go. Hafen can go, and you can go again since it's top of
Okay.
the round.
I don't think I'm gonna learn anything from them shooting fire at it at this point. I'm gonna keep the Vorpal sword out. I don't think I can do anything other than hit it real hard.
All right,
I'm
sorry
going
about
to
that.
attack recklessly.
All right. How are you getting to it?
It's right in front of me.
20 feet in the air.
Son of a bitch! I'm gonna jump straight up and swing.
Okay.
Wait. There's this building like right here, right?
Yes.
I'm pretty strong and pretty fast. Can I like run up the wall a little bit and launch myself?
Yeah.
In
Yeah.
that
Give me an
direction?
athletics roll. So that. Give me
Absolutely.
an athletics roll. All right. You run your way up that building side.
I run up and jump at it, and I'm gonna do a two-hand. I'm gonna swing my Vorpal sword twice in the air.
Okay.
29.
29 hits.
Excellent. And I'm gonna swing again.
31 hits.
17. And then I'll land on the ground.
Yes.
Really just need to crit. The crit's gonna be big. That's me.
Okay. Hafen, you're up.
Okay. Hafen is not really prepared to handle undead. Well, fire didn't work. I'm gonna try a ray of frost and see what that does to it.
What's your-
27 does hit. What's that, Jeff?
Oh, nothing.
You strike the massive writhing bodies calling itself Legion, and you see just ice crystals pop over a good portion of it, slowing it down, putting it into a state of slow.
So it did that. Did it appear to hurt it though?
Yeah, you can see some of the bodies where you hit it just kind of writhe a little bit more than everything else around it.
Does it descend from the sky a little bit?
It does not.
Has it given up yet?
It has not given up yet.
Has it waved a little flaggy?
Do you do anything else, Hafen?
Yes, I'm going to cast. I'm going to spend spell points and cast Melf's Minute Meteors and send the first two at it and see what happens here.
Both of the meteors go crashing into who calls itself Legion. They explode, and the writhing mass appears unaffected.
Okay. That's it for me.
You hear another blast of languages come from it, telepathically into all your minds. We are Legion. A kind of bubble starts to appear on the side, and body parts and gore begin to rain down among Armin and Sir Eastaval. Armin, roll me a Constitution saving throw. You too, Eastaval. You both find yourself covered in gore and sinew from the bodies thrown from Legion, but find yourself no worse for the wear.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, but you're covered in guts now.
It's okay.
Armin, or really, Arena. We need to change that to
Really?
Arena instead of just Armin plus Serena.
I want to.
But it is your turn.
Is there a pile of dead bodies on top of me now or around me? Can I use them as a bouncy thing?
There's gore, blood, body parts,
Is it
kind of just on the ground around you.
is it piled up in any amount?
No,
Okay, I'm gonna run up the wall and do the same thing I did.
give me athletics.
Excellent. I clicked on it. What? There we go. 15?
You rolled a 14 last time and you succeeded.
Yep.
Suffice to say, you made it this time.
Excellent. I'm attacking recklessly. I have no intention of. Yeah. Swing.
Swing 28. Absolutely hits.
23 damage. And then a swing again. 19?
Oops. Your first strike cuts into the bodies. You see bodies dividing and becoming pulped as you attack it. But when you go and swing your second one, your blade bounces off the bodies,
Must have
doing no damage.
Must have caught some armor or something. Or a ogre sword. I fall to the ground. And that's my turn.
That's your turn. Immediately upon landing on the ground, a tentacle comes down, striking at you.
It has advantage.
It hits you.
I'm not surprised.
You take 15 bludgeoning damage and 10 fire damage. A second tentacle follows behind.
Hold on. You're making me do math, and I gotta cut that in half. And... Okay, so you said 15 and what?
15 and 10. 15 bludgeoning, 10 fire.
Okay, so 17.
Do it again.
Twice, so 17 more. Ew.
The bodies part as an eye comes out. Roll me a strength saving throw.
I'm pretty good at that.
29.
Also, if I roll below a 20 on a strength save, it's automatically a 20.
Okay. Is that a class feature?
Yes, it's bullshit.
Okay. Sure. Okay. Well, that is your barbarian bullshit. The eye flashes, and you catch the flashing of the eye, but nothing happens. The eye pulls back, and the body shut together once more. You hear 12 languages burst across telepathically. We are Legion.
We're also Legion. Leave us alone.
Legion takes a legendary action. Arena,
Yes.
you sense that something nearby isn't as it should be,
Oh no.
as he blinks out of existence and appears behind you and next to the rest of the party.
Is that my danger sense?
Mm-hmm.
Is there a dexterity saving throw? Or am
Yes.
I shot?
Roll me a dex saving throw.
Excellent. 20.
Mm. Come on. I hate it when it does that. Oh, that's why, because it's called that. Pick 5 feet in which to move, north or south.
South.
As Legion teleports to the other side of you, he casts Wall of Fire. And immediately, let's draw a Wall of Fire. And a Wall of Fire appears right here and goes all the way to the wall, creating a hazardous, impassable Wall of Fire.
Well, that would have been really annoying to get stuck behind.
Or in.
I'm glad that I put myself right next to the monster instead.
Okay. East of all. Roll me that Constitution saving throw. You
Yay.
break free of the paralysis. But, in turn, that is your turn.
Can I use a bonus action?
Absolutely.
Who's being targeted mainly right now?
The last person that was targeted was Arena,
Also,
who is on the other side of the firewall from you now.
Also, as long as I go after Legion, anytime, like at the beginning of my turn, he has disadvantage on a direct attacks against other people
So,
that aren't me.
my internet cut out there for a couple of minutes. What happened? Why is there a wall of fire?
So, Legion teleported at will behind the rest of the party and tried to cast Wall of Fire on top of Arena, but thanks to Arena's danger sense, they were able to dodge out of the way while the spell was being cast, so they were not caught in it taking damage. But there is now a 20-foot high, 5-foot wide wall of fire right there.
I'm gonna do Shield of Faith.
Okay.
On
Who you
that
giving that?
the barbarian.
So your AC is now 20, Sean?
I guess so.
You get a +2.
I'll take it. Whoa.
Oh.
My muscles glisten even harder.
Better than nothing.
All right, Yolanda. The mass of writhing body still floats about 20 feet in the air. It's no issue for you, the super monk.
I guess I'm gonna hit it this time. Wait,
You're gonna strike
I have
at
to
it.
move up to it. So, if I move to here, how hard would it be for me to hit it with my stick? Punch
To
it
jump
and all
up?
that?
To strike at it.
Okay, but my jump is like crazy.
Your jump's
you know?
ridiculous, so
Yeah, that's no problem.
it's no issue for Yolanda.
Ain't no
And
thing.
that jump could hit it.
Ain't no thing. Plus, you've got that ring of jumping, so it's kind of negligible.
Yeah.
23 and 25 both hit.
Punch it.
All right. You riddle the corpses with punches and blows from your feather staff and your unarmed monk strike. Some of the bodies pulp as you do this. They writhe a little harder, but it still stays standing where it currently is. Do you do anything else outside of the strikes?
Uh,
Or did you say that was you?
yeah, that's me.
Okay. Hey, Finn.
Alrighty.
You look up and you see this giant mass of bodies hovering above you. What do you do?
Only one thing is proved to do any good from me. I'm gonna try something else though. This time I'm going to try to shoot it with a lightning bolt.
Excellent.
Oh, hang on. Let me make this.
A DC 18 Dex. It fails, so it takes the full brunt of the lightning damage.
Okay.
No, we don't want that fourth digit on its health bar. Do you do bonus actions movement, Haven? Don't forget, you guys can technically move under it if you want, since it's floating in the air. It's not
Okay.
on the ground, so.
Right. I might just slide over to, without running away from it, to like here or something.
Okay. And is that your turn?
I believe so.
All right. As you make that movement, the mass of bodies is going to take a legendary action, and a kind of bump appears just above you before it starts raining down sinew and gore on you. Roll me a Constitution saving throw.
I stopped just where I wanted. Awesome. Constitution saving throw.
Yes.
So this is to how much I am enjoying this.
As the bodies rain down and you are covered in sinew and gore, you take 17 poison damage.
I'm gonna negate some of that. My ancestral guardians are gonna jump out of me and take on the brunt of that and throw it back at the Legion, reducing it by 4d6.
So you're going to send all 17 back?
Yes.
Okay. You send it all back. How do you send it back?
Uh,
How does this work? There's literal bodies and gore raining down on Haven from above. How do you send that back?
Serena appears and then duplicates and throws her hands, all of the duplicates throwing their hands in there, catching the gore, throwing it to the side, and then uppercutting.
And then uppercutting. The duplicates, there's more than one.
Yes.
All right. As all the duplicates meet the outer core, like outer shell, I should say, of the writhing mass of bodies, it is like fists meeting metal.
They do no damage?
No damage.
Interesting. Well, at least they absorbed, or at least they prevented some damage.
At least Haven
Yeah,
took
thank
no
you.
damage there.
Thank you.
All right,
I'll say
Arena,
I'll squish
you're
the
up.
Cashers. I'm gonna run up the wall and jump off of it again. so
All
I
right,
can
roll
get
me
range
the
on it.
athletics.
One of these days, I'm gonna break an ankle.
One of these days, but this is not that day.
I'll swing my Vorpal relentlessly.
You hit with your Vorpal.
Big old 20. I'm gonna swing one more time. Come on, crit. I need a fucking crit.
I have said it takes legendary actions, so
I'm not worried about decapitating it, because even if I crit, like it does the extra d.
it does extra damage.
It does
Okay.
extra damage, and then Barbarian has a stupid amount of extra critical damage that it does.
Gotcha. Okay, so you do an additional 17 17 on top of that.
Like if I'll post what my crit dice is.
Okay.
It's that 68.
Oh,
plus
68
3d10.
plus 3d10. Damn.
I'm like,
Until you roll until you roll 6 ones and 3 ones.
I mean, I'll take whatever.
Okay. Do you do anything else?
That's me. I fall to the ground.
As you fall to the ground, a tentacle comes striking behind you, hitting you for 20 slashing and 10 fire. Also, roll me a strength saving throw.
So that's 20 total damage. You said,
No, that's 30 total damage.
well, half of it. It's cut. The
Oh.
physical is cut in half because I got resistance.
Gotcha. So you got 20. Yeah.
You want strength save?
Yeah. Roll me a strength save.
So it's not a 14. It's a 20.
Well, as the tentacle begins to wrap its way around you, you forcefully remove it from your body.
Excellent. I'm like, that's what that means to me. Does that make sense? Like that's
If your total for a strength check is less than your strength score, you can use that score in place of the total. And if your strength score is
20.
Yep. You roll 20s if you don't roll a 20.
Excellent.
You start at 20 basically.
Just want to make sure
That's-
I'm reading that right. 'Cause
that's
that is
busted.
bullshit.
That's busted.
We're level
Now, you can't
18.
complain. You can't complain about monk bullshit anymore.
Oh, yes, I can. That never ends.
Well, a second tentacle follows behind, and you take 20 slashing and 10 fire damage.
Wait, me?
Yeah, you again.
Again? So, 20 damage total?
Yeah, and don't have to worry about rolling for that strength save because the saving throw is a 20.
Oh.
One of the eyes opens. Hafen, roll me a dexterity saving throw. Did we lose D again?
It would appear so.
It would
No,
appear so.
I-
Oh, you're here. I just don't see your camera. I just want to make sure.
yeah, it keeps popping in and out. And
Okay, there. Now I see you. All right. Hafen. Got some bad news. Your target speed is halved for 1 minute. So for the next 10 rounds, you can only move at half speed.
Okay.
Also, you are unable to take reactions. So you can either take a bonus action or regular action, but not both. But at the end of your turn, you can repeat the saving throw.
Okay.
East of all.
East of all.
You finally get to take a turn.
We have advantage on this, right?
No, you absolutely do not.
Hey, but Hafen's on the other side of it. We've got it flanked.
It's floating 20 feet in the air.
Like, the only way I'm able to hit it is to run up a wall and jump off. Throw your
Does that
hammer
mean I
like
have to
Thor.
jump too?
Yeah. There's a wall to your left that you can jump on top of and make a jumping strike.
Well, I've got pretty immense strength. I should be able to jump up and hit it, right?
Yeah, I think your jump is. Let's
Over
double check that.
9,000.
Over 9,000.
You heard it here.
When you
At
make,
least.
you can leap into the air a number of feet equal to 3 plus your strength modifier. If you move at least 10 feet on foot immediately before the jump. When you make a standing high jump, you can only jump half the distance. So 3 plus your strength mod divided by 2.
Which is over 9,000. I'm gonna jump up and hit it.
Okay. Roll that beautiful bean footage. 23. Absolutely hits. You crush one of the bodies, pulping it with the strike from your flaming warhammer. You do notice, though, that your flames do not seem to have quite the same effect as your higher level casting strike. So you're doing an additional 28 radiant to it?
Yeah.
Right on.
I'm gonna burn that level 5 spell slot, and then I'm going to reevaluate my spells after we get done with this.
Sure. All right, so as you take that second strike, let's do that math properly. As you crash your hammer into the massive writhing bodies, the radiant damage lancing through the whole of the being, you begin to see lights kind of coming out at random points between the bodies and kind of filling the air. This would normally look very promising, except in this case, the bodies begin to break apart.
So that's not good. Are the bodies exploding? Are they dealing damage?
It is split into 2 smaller versions.
Ah. Eastival is not phased by this.
Being on top, do you do anything else?
I'm gonna swing at one of the smaller masses. I guess
Okay.
this one right here.
To the left or the right? Okay, the right one. Okay. With a 17?
Does a 17 hit?
A 17 does not hit. You jump into the air to swing at it, but it is just barely out of your reach as you whiff just below it.
That's me.
Legion decides to take a legendary action.
No thanks. We'll skip that one.
Pass.
One of the bodies immediately teleports, and it finds it on the other side of the wall of fire.
Hold on. Did it invoke an attack of opportunity?
Nope, because it used a legendary action to teleport, so no.
Ah.
No.
Yolanda, that mass of bodies just disappeared in front of you and appeared right behind you, up in the air. These guys are only hovering 10 feet, by the way. You strike with your feather staff, but your feather staff rattles off the body of the writhing mass both times. I think you're muted.
Yeah, sorry, I was muted, so y'all didn't hear each other's game. Well, I'll give it one last shot and try and flurry and blows him. God bless it, I hit him once.
You didn't hit him any times.
28.
Okay, no, I'm sorry, I didn't see that fourth one. It just popped up on my screen. That last one
Okay.
did hit
Okay.
for 11 radiant damage. So Hafen, the very disconcerting thing of the mass splitting has happened. What do you do?
I am going to the far left one I'm going to hit it with a lightning bolt.
Excellent.
But I'm going to do it.
I'm just going to tell you now. That's a double damage, because that's a saving throw, and roll your damage.
Okay. I'm gonna do it at I'm doing it at a level 4.
Sure,
I was just
but
trying
it's
to
still a
see what
saving throw, and I rolled a 1.
Okay.
Higher level cast, so double damage, so 27 at 2 is 54 to this big boy right here.
All right.
All right, we are back at the top of the round. Hang on a second. Eileen is calling me.
Look at my spell list, and I think that with the release of Tasha's Cauldron of Everything, I've got new spells that I can use.
Use them.
I am. I'm putting them on my character list. I would like to summon the Celestial.
You couldn't summon a celestial before?
No, it says it came out with
I feel like clerics could do that. But that's part of the reason I don't want to deal with magic. It's fucking bullshit. It's too much. Let me hit shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it came out with Tasha's Cauldron of Everything. I definitely would have added that if I had seen it before, when it was like one of the options.
Yeah, I'm always the magic player. I very rarely choose a fighter.
I tend to like sneaky dexterity. That word.
Mhm.
Dexterous.
Yes.
Yeah, even when I try to like force myself to play aggressively, I still wind up sneaking around and using like ranged attacks and stuff. A lot of the RPGs. I
Sorry
play.
about that. We are back at the top of the turn order. So Arena. Well, before Arena acts, Right Legion here uses a legendary action. I need Sir Eastaval and Yolanda and Arena to make me a Constitution saving throw.
Con saves? I'm pretty good at those.
Was there a
Oh.
saving throw
Oh
I could
no,
make
I
again?
rolled a 1.
What's that, Brett?
Was there a saving throw I needed to make at the end of my turn?
There was.
Okay.
It just affects your movement and reactions, but
Okay. All right.
turn order is
Worry
small enough that it almost doesn't matter, to be quite honest.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll worry about it next time.
12, 8. Jeff, still need that one from you.
Oh, and don't forget that everyone gets a +3.
Well,
Does a 15 help?
Except for Hafen.
except Hafen doesn't have to roll. He's not in the range for it.
Good.
So
And
All
I
right.
rolled a 1.
bodies start flying off one of the smaller legions, raining down among everybody except Hafen. East of all, you get covered in gore and blood and sinew, but you are no worse for the wear. Yolanda, you take 34 poison damage. And Arena takes 17 poison and fire damage because the bodies came through the wall of fire. So that not only were they dead bodies, they were on fire.
Wait. Can you go? Who took damage again?
Everybody but East of all.
Okay, I want to block
No,
the damage.
everybody but Hafen.
I want to block the damage hitting
Oh.
Yolanda with my Vengeful Ancestors.
Okay.
So they're going to redirect 4d6 worth of burning poison corpses.
Sure.
Oh,
12 damage?
that hurt a lot.
Well, I only reduced it by 12.
Hey, that's better than nothing.
So 22 flaming poison damage goes back at the smaller legion, crashing into it. It absorbs it.
And you said we took 30 damage each?
You did not. No, you only took the 17.
Okay.
Poison fire. Yolanda takes 12 poison damage, and East of all takes none.
Excellent. And
before the end of your turn, Legion takes a legendary action.
Haven's turn?
No, Legion takes a legendary action.
Oh.
This guy here, blinks out of existence and pops in on top of Hafen.
Dang it.
Motherfucker.
The Northern Legion, 2 tentacles come out, one striking at East of all, the other striking at Yolanda. Both hitting East of all. Yolanda, you both
I have a
take...
question before you do that.
Yeah.
That's... So last time I hit them, it was one thing. And when I hit them, it's with my... because I'm raged in Spiritual Guardians and nonsense, any attacks they do have disadvantage if they're not against me. So when it splits...
You could assume, yeah.
Okay, well, they both then disadvantage on both of those attacks.
Doesn't matter, they still both hit.
Well, damn. I tried, guys.
You both take 20 slashing damage plus 10 fire damage for a total of 30. So if you have any resistances, don't forget to apply.
Wait, what is this?
This doesn't affect you
Oh, okay.
yet.
This is the part where
Okay.
we
You said
kill off 2 of our
poison
characters.
Poison and slashing?
Slashing damage, or you take 20 slashing damage and 10 fire damage.
Oh, fire damage. Got it.
Yes. So both of you take 30 damage total, unless you have any resistances to either types of those damages.
Now,
You're muted, D.
Hey, y'all, Yolanda's looking real rough.
Also, both of you make me a strength saving throw.
Oh, no.
You are both immediately pulled up under. And I'll go ahead and move this guy to the back so you can see your own tokens. Up under
don't forget
Legion.
the +3.
Oh, if it's the +3, then
D would
Yolanda,
be all right.
D
Yeah.
is all right, but you were pulled. You're not grappled. You were just pulled.
So I'm just it like pulled me forward. Like,
Yeah, it just pulled you up under it. Is what it did.
Did I take a tumble?
No, you didn't. It just pulled you. It just moved you.
Did it
Manually
pull
moved you to a
vertically?
different position. No.
Vertically?
He's on the ground. He
Dang
just
it.
moved him.
I mean,
Because
he
if
was-
I was gonna, I will argue that since it's 10 feet in the air, I would have to grapple you to move you into the air, and this move does not do that.
Okay.
Okay.
It sure would be convenient if he was hanging from midair, though.
You just want to take a slice at that tentacle. I know. All right, East of all.
Is it Eastfall's turn?
Oh yeah.
Actually, Other Legion. I'm glad you mentioned that. Other Legion gets to go now.
Did we skip me?
No, because Legion has 2 turns.
Is he just doing legendary actions out the wazoo? Because I don't remember going.
You didn't go? No, you went. He did his thing of tentacle attacks. That's his normal attacks.
Like, the last thing that happened was Hafen doing a lightning bolt and then a bunch of saves.
Okay.
I'm
Go ahead and go.
I'm looking at the chat log.
Yes. Yes. Yeah, you're right. Go.
All right, I'm gonna run up and I can't see Yolanda or Istval through the fire, so I'll assume they're okay. I'm sure they're fine, and I'll run over and help Haven. I'm gonna run up and get rid of this stupid line that I drew, and jump up this wall and bounce off of it.
Roll me athletics.
Absolutely, 15.
Hey.
I'm gonna swing my Vorpal recklessly. 21.
21 hits.
25 damage, and I'm gonna swing it again. 20.
20 hits.
18. That's me.
Okay. First Legion went already, so we'll count all that as already having had happened. This guy down here is going to go now. 2 tentacles are going to whip out. One goes for Hafen. The other goes for Arena. The one that strikes Arena, though, hits extra hard. You take 40 slashing damage and 20 fire damage.
So I take 20 slashing damage, and how much fire?
20.
So 40 total. Ugh.
40 total.
All right. How much does Hafen take? Because I'm going to reduce that.
Hafen would take 20 slashing and 10 fire. And he needs to make me a strength saving throw.
Strength saving.
So he's going to reduce 17 of that.
So, yeah. Okay. That goes crashing back in to
Yes.
Legion. So Hafen only takes 13 fire and slashing damage. The tentacle wraps around you, and you feel yourself flung as you are moved almost up against the firewall, like it was trying to throw you into it.
I don't appreciate that.
Don't. And as it is doing that, you feel the burst of languages come through your mind. We are Legion.
Yeah. I've heard that before.
And the body's part, and an eye comes out and focuses on Arena. Make me a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, no. 11?
Your target speed is now halved for 1 minute, and you can no longer take reactions. You can take an action or a bonus action, but not both.
So with Danger Sense, I have advantage on things that I can see, like traps and spells. Does a 16 change anything?
16 does not change it. It
Oh,
still
well.
fails to meet the minimum.
Well, I was hoping.
It's worth a shot. And as his turn ends, he takes a legendary action. Eastival, you're up.
Okie dokie. As a bonus action, just right out of the gate,
Shield of Faith. That is a concentration, so if you're casting that on
just kidding.
someone else, it drops on the first person.
Yeah, never mind.
Your flaming warhammer bounces off the fleshy outer shell of Legion both times.
But it connects though, right?
Wait, do you have your bless? Does that bless help you?
No.
Okay, well then you failed both times.
But did it actually connect with the monster?
It did. It hits and does no damage.
But if it hits, could I do my divine smite?
No, because you didn't meet the AC requirements.
All right, fine.
Do you take any bonus actions or movement?
I guess I'll move out from under it.
Okay. That's safe to say. You don't invoke any kind of attack of opportunity since it's far enough away.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, Yolanda.
What healing stuff do I have? 'Cause I'm dying. Not, but I'm close.
Do you yell out to the party?
Can't
I
hear
kind of
you.
gurgle out.
There's fire in the way.
I don't have any of the potions of healing listed in my little list of
No,
things.
usually Hafen is the one that has the potions.
I have
Oh,
some
good.
potions.
You just have to reach your
Okay.
hand through the wall of fire to get it.
Well, if you see it ends in front of you, you can move around it.
Don't ruin this.
Okay. So, I'm going to spend a key so I don't get an attack out. Wait, is it here on top of me or is it here
It's
over
it's
here?
hovering 10 feet in the air, so it does not invoke attack of opportunity.
Okay. Then I am going to run. 10. Is the wall over here too?
No, it ends where you see it ends.
Okay. 20. Oh, please heal me.
All right, as your turn ends,
Yeah.
Legion
And-
takes a legendary action.
And your life.
Yeah, I'm going to die.
Ooh, resurrect.
Arena,
Not me. Go after her. She's ripe for picking.
Gee, thanks.
yeah, but I'm not metagaming this shit.
Take the weak one.
Roll me a Constitution saving throw. You take 34 poison damage.
I'm not resistant to poison damage.
It's super effective.
Now it is your turn, Arena. Actually, no, wait, it's Hafen's
Wait.
turn, not Arena's turn. Sorry, I moved the turn orders before I, yeah, Hafen, you're up.
Okay. Well, I can only do one thing. I'm going to give one of my potions of greater healing to my friend. Yolanda.
As an action, you apply it. So roll that beautiful bean footage.
What do I roll there?
A potion of, what did you say, greater?
Greater
Yeah,
healing.
It is 4d4 plus 4.
44 plus 4.
So either one of you can roll it.
You want me to roll it for, or you want to roll it?
I'll just do it. 4
Okay.
D4 plus 4. 12.
It's about average. That's not bad.
Yeah. If he hits me again, I'll still probably die, but you know.
All right, and since it is the end of your turn, Hafen, roll me a dexterity saving throw.
Okay. Man, it's cold out there. Ooh.
You are still slowed. All right, Arena, you're up.
Excellent. I mean, I'm basically dying, but I have superpowers, so I'm gonna jump up and swing. So
Roll me athletics, and all right.
I am attacking recklessly, going for that beautiful crit damage.
24 absolutely hits.
Still not critting. Swing again.
29 hits.
So 16 and 18.
16 and 18.
And I fall to
As-
the ground.
as you fall to the ground, or well, really, you do your strikes, you reckless strikes, and you fall to the ground, and you see bodies start to fall from the Legion in front of you. You see lights poking out in every general direction. And it grows smaller as it splits into
Even better. There's more of them now.
Do you do anything else?
I have, not that I could take a reaction and do an attack of opportunity if I wanted to because of that debuff, which lasts how long?
1 minute.
All right.
It's the end of your turn. Roll me a dexterity saving throw again.
22. It's a crit.
It is a crit. You are no longer slowed.
Excellent. With it splitting, would that invoke an attack of opportunity on it? With it splitting and moving away from me?
Yeah, one could argue that you could catch it in an attack of opportunity as it splits.
So can I do that, or maybe not since I just recovered from the slow?
We're gonna say no on this go.
All right. Good to know for next time.
Excellent. All right. These two in front of you, since they are growing smaller, you notice that they are also growing, obviously, weaker. One tentacle comes out from each of them. One goes for Hafen. One goes for Arena. Both of them hit. The strikes are obviously getting weaker as it gets smaller. You take 10 slashing damage and 5 fire damage, both of you. So if you have any resistances.
So I take 15, and I'm going to reduce Hafen's by 15.
All right. Perfect.
You've been
I'm
pretty good at protecting the sorcerer this entire...
Somebody,
you.
Somebody needs to be alive at the end of this.
The one up here turns on Sir Eastaval. 2 tentacles come whipping out, striking him both times. You take 40 slashing damage and 20 fire damage, Sir Eastaval.
How many times did he hit me?
He hit you twice.
That's
That's
so
two-
obnoxious.
It's 2 attacks, 20 each on slashing and 10 each on fire. And then roll me that strength saving throw.
It was strength, right?
Yes. The tentacle pulls you back under the writhing mass.
Okay.
And then, to end his turn, he will take a legendary action. Roll me a Constitution saving throw. Bodies and gore begin to dump down upon you from above. You take 17 poison damage. All right, you are up. A 13 crashes into one of the bodies, but bounces back. Following through with the second strike, you come through, damaging one of them, pulping them as the bodies writhe around. For 17 and 12 and 15. For a total of that much damage. Yes. All right. Do you do anything else?
No, that's it. I'll be right back.
Okay. Yolanda.
Okay.
How are you feeling at this point? Seeing all this
still not
shit going down.
Still not great. This is harrowing moment for her. So, how many of these legions are there now?
There's 3 of them that you see.
I like how
Okay,
I phrased
I'm
that.
gonna-
There's 3 that we could see. There might be more. We don't know.
Well, I'm
Yeah.
just stating the obvious.
Um, I'm gonna try and searing sunburst both these 2 down here. Just
Okay. That is a
Right.
Constitution. It's been a while.
yeah, Constitution. It's 15, and I will use the key to.
They both pass.
Damn it. Okay.
Was that an either or?
Yeah.
Okay. So
Oh,
the
good.
radiant damage bursts. The air clears and they seem no worse for wear from the attack.
Smile and wave, boys. Smile and wave.
That's the only thing that sucks about either or is because you can do a lot of damage with these, but even if it rolls 1 higher than your minimum or your maximum, it
Yeah.
sucks.
Yep.
All right, Hafen.
Okay. Am I half movement and an action, or half movement or an action?
So half movement and an action.
Okay.
So you can
So-
only move half your distance, and you can only take 1 action. You can take an action or a bonus action, and no reactions.
I want to just get away from this fire a little bit. There.
Probably a good idea.
And then, wait a second. Oops, didn't mean to click that.
You don't want to cast chain lightning?
Well, no, I want to read it, but I
Mm.
didn't mean to. I meant to expand it so I could
Oh,
read it. Not
I
post
gotcha.
it.
If you click on the word bubble, it will post it. So if
Yeah,
you
I
click on the
just
cog,
I
it
accidentally,
expands it.
I
Yeah.
accidentally clicked the wrong. "30 feet of the first target."
Guess what's within 30 feet of each other?
That's what I'm about to see. I think I could have a solution. Haha!
The light at the end of the tunnel.
Okay.
What is your spell save?
Okay,
is-
so
what kind of save is this?
I'm gonna cast it on this one right here in front of me to the left,
Okay.
and just let it arc out to the one on the right and the one on the big one on the left.
This is a dexterity.
Yeah, it's a dex.
All right. So your initial one, the one that you're hitting,
Mhm.
takes double damage
All right.
because he rolled a 1. So he'll take 50 damage. The one next to it takes regular damage, and the big one also takes regular damage. So the small one, the initial one that you struck, whoa, shit, 100 damage. All right. Your lightning streaks from your hands, crashes into the smaller legion in front of you, and just this wave of char just begins to spread all over the orb. Pieces begin to fall, and the huge mass, writhing mass of bodies just kind of lumps together and just crashes to the ground, pulsing and kind of moving before it just stops. Now the second one also takes 50, not 100, but takes 50. Basically the same thing happens. Char just crosses over it. Pieces begin falling off in droves. Guts and blood and everything just begin to litter the ground as the mass comes crashing to the ground, writhing about before the charred mass stops moving.
Sweet.
And the last arc comes through, strikes it, leaving a huge burn mark on one side of it. And as that happens, light starts poking out of it in every discernible direction. The cat is shitting itself behind me.
Just thought it was funny that that was the last thing in chat.
The light comes poking out from Legion in every discernible direction, and it begins to shrink as it splits into two. Hafen, do you do anything else?
I can't.
That's right, you can't. You moved,
But
and
I
you took
can't.
an
I
action.
do need to make a deck save, don't I?
No, you already did that, or did you get out of that? No, you didn't. So keep going.
That's better.
You stretch a little bit, and you find yourself a little bit more limber, no longer slowed.
All right.
And at the end of your turn, before Arena gets to go, both Legion take a legendary action. Everybody roll me Constitution saving throws.
Everyone but Arena gets +3.
I don't need no +3.
Everybody but Arena. Well, does that include you, Jeff?
Yes.
Okay, you're the only one that doesn't take damage then. Everybody else takes 17 poison damage as gore and body parts flood among the field around you.
Blood, semen, spinal fluid.
Just a little bit of everything.
It
Did
may
you say
Vile.
17?
17.
it may look like I'm dead, but I'm not.
Yeah, same.
Hold on, I got
All
bullshit.
right.
I got bullshit. Hold on.
Arena, you're up.
So I have 0 health, but I have bullshit that means that it's one of
You
these.
gain all your health back when you hit 0.
No.
Your rage is so fierce that it ends early only if you fall unconscious or you choose to end it. If you drop to 0 hit points where you're raging and don't die outright, you can make a DC 10 con saving throw. If you succeed, you drop to 1 hit point instead. All right, let's do it. All right. You're at 1 hit point.
Man, everything is so far away. This is annoying. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I can get there. So I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 around the fire. Is it low to the ground?
5 feet in the air now,
5
within
feet?
striking distance.
Definitely within striking distance. I bring down my Vorpal relentlessly or recklessly
Recklessly.
and crit.
All right, do your extra damage because it has legendary action, so it does not die.
Okay, well it takes 70.
Holy fucking shit!
That's a lot of damage.
70. That's 79 damage.
I promise I did not min max. I just clicked. I was like, this sounds good. This sounds good. This sounds good. Oh wait, I have a Vorpal. Oh.
Fucking barbarians, man.
As you strike into it, you pulp a lot of the bodies among the smaller writhing mass as it just churns about. Do you do anything else?
It's not dead. I swing again. Wait, did I already swing twice?
You swung once.
Oh, excellent. I swing again
27 hits.
for 21 damage.
As you take your second strike, you strike into it and you feel yourself hit something extra hard. The body begins to convulse violently as parts begin falling to the ground, and the giant lump falls to the ground, squirms a little bit before it stops moving.
Shall pay.
Do you do anything else?
No. I cough up some blood.
No. All right. Excellent. Legion's turn. As a last-ditch effort, a red line penetrates from it and focuses on a spot on the edge of a firewall. I need everybody to make me a dexterity saving throw.
I'ma die.
Oh, thank God.
Let's see.
Do you want something?
Everybody but D
Dies.
Basically.
Swamp.
East of all, you take 20 fire damage. Hafen, you take 38 fire damage. Arena, you take 28 fire damage as a series of explosions happens over as the Legion casts Fireball. Yolanda just dances around the fire like it's nothing.
I need to roll a 15 con save or I die.
No, no, because this damage, does this damage exceed your HP total?
Yes, 1.
No, does this damage exceed your HP total?
No, that's why I need to.
Then
make a
you
con
start taking
save.
death saving throws. It has to go into a negative of your HP total for you to just die.
Right.
That's how it works in 5e.
Yeah. So I need to make a 15 con save, or I go
Yes.
down to 0 and I start making death saves.
Yes, but you don't just die.
I mean, I might as well be dead. 15.
Hey!
Don't have to worry about it. I still got 1 health, baby.
You're hanging on by a thread.
Oh, the next one's not going to be so good.
A series of voices blasts through everybody's head again. We are Legion.
I shot back. You were Legion.
East of all. Roll me a perception, East of all. Your regular unarmed strikes seem to be doing less than what they normally do, you realize.
My what strikes
Your normal strikes
are doing less damage?
than what you think they normally do. You sense this.
I guess I mean, can I swap to the sword as a free action?
Yeah. Yeah, you can change weapons. What I'm saying is that you notice that your normal weapon strikes are doing less damage.
Okay.
I would pray the sin out of it or something. It's a giant
Well,
floating
I'm just
monster.
trying to think what I should do with that information. It's like my my big big move is the hammer strike. So if my hammer is not doing as much damage, I guess I should switch to the sword because maybe it's a different type of damage.
I think you should put one in each hand and drop the shield.
He'll lose attunement if he does that.
I don't give a fuck.
Well, since that is not versus dragons, that does strike. You pierce several of the bodies as you strike at the mass of writhing corpses. You pulp a few, and they begin to writhe around more as the lightning damage. That seems to take hold. With an extra 19 divine smite.
It's 20. It's 28.
Yes. Oh, there's an extra 9. I didn't see that extra 9. Sorry.
It's okay.
And you strike again. As you take your second strike, you feel your sword stab into something extra hard in the center. The
How many
from the
licks
light-
did it take?
how many licks does it take to get to the center of Legion?
That's what I was thinking.
The body parts begin falling. The ball of the corpse ball begins shaking violently before it crashes to the ground, writhing around a little bit, and then dies.
Woo!
Congratulations. Combat is now over.
I was so getting ready to do this awesome thing where I was going to run and sprout my wings and fly in the same move and shock it. But, you know,
It's okay.
thank you. It would have been so awesome, I promise.
It would have been extra epic.
Sweet. That thing.
Congratulations. You have defeated it.
I feel
Legion.
like this was a trap by Ditex.
Didn't he send us to die this last mission? We had to zoom out of the last mission he sent us on, too.
You guys kind of zoom out of every mission.
To be fair,
Are you implying something?
Ditex isn't sending us on these missions. It's Davril. He is sending us to die.
I think Davril is Ditex.
Yeah, that's what I meant, Davril.
Davril was with us when we first met a Ditex.
Well, maybe we've been gone. Remember,
Wait,
we
no, he
time
wasn't.
shifted.
No, he wasn't. Never mind.
We time shifted it, so this guy he could possibly not even really be Davril, or he could be under the influence.
All right, guys. You found an. Would you like to loot the corpse?
Of course we would.
Sis.
We
They all
drag
look naked.
We drag all the.
I do
bodies
not want to
together.
loot those corpses.
Whoa.
I just want to go pass out.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'll give you this real quick, and we can just pick up from here next week, just so I can give you the treasure, and you can talk about it next time. Among the corpses, you find one piece of armor, and it is a plate of armor etherealness.
What the fuck is that? You said plate of armor etherealness?
Plate armor of etherealness. Requires attunement, but while you are wearing this armor, you can speak its command word as an action to gain the effect of the etherealness spell, which lasts for 10 minutes or until you remove the armor or use the command word again. It can only be used once per day.
Interesting.
All right.
Well, cool.
With that, we are done with the session.
That was a good one.
Yeah.
Go pass
I
out, D.
will
It was a trap.
see some of y'all
Bye.
Tuesday.
See you later.
Tuesday's gonna be good, guys. I got an idea.
Yes, yes.
Sweet.
Hey, you guys want to see the stat block of this monster?
Yes,
I made
do.
it myself.
I want to see the stat block of this definitely overpowered nonsense.
Let's see. Let me see if I can share it with you guys.
Like
Edit.
the
can
answer
edit
once
it.
we get this high is you have to build stat blocks, right?
Yeah. So it should be in. You should see it now. Called massive bodies. At the top, maybe.
Yep, I see it. I don't see any stats. I just see bio and
Oh
info.
wait, that's because I stuck it all in the GM notes. Hang on, I'll paste it over. Now you should see stuff.
All right, 300 health. That's not bad. We were doing a lot of like physical damage, but it probably has a resistance. Weapons attacks are magical and a spell casting. Advantage on saving throws against spells and effects. There we go. Damage resistance is cold, bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing. So it was,
It was resistant to everything.
okay.
That's why it was taking so long, because everything you guys were doing was basically half damage.
Makes sense.
Also, look at that CR. You guys got a boatload of XP for that one.
On the
Where are you seeing this information?
Go click on the journal, and then it should be at the top.
so as
Called
far
Mass
as
of
XP
Bodies.
I
goes,
see it.
like we're 18. We just hit 18.
You
Well,
just hit 18. This is basically your first combat under 18.
Oh, we had the orcs,
Oh, the orcs. Yeah, I gotta calculate that in as well.
but I don't think that was obviously
That was
not this.
That was like that was because you guys rolled so low on your random encounter check, which does not happen often.
It's pretty cool.
So we had to bring down the 300 health, and then it split into two things with 150 health, and then it split into things with 50 health.
Yeah.
So that was like it's 300, 600, 1,000 health worth of damage to be done to knock everything
More or
down.
less. So, you guys did pretty good. This was a hard 2 deadly encounter.
Like I'm surprised that we didn't lose someone.
We almost lost you.
We almost lost a D.
Well, so looking through my spell list, I could have brought someone back.
So this this is basically a boss battle. I set this guy up to make you guys utilize your abilities more.
Did we?
Yes.
Eastaval didn't. He was paralyzed,
You were
And then-
paralyzed for 2 rounds of like 10.
and then impotently smashed his hammer against the massive bodies. He
Like-
was impotent.
Like I feel like we're pretty bad about we are pretty bad about using our abilities and trying to gain advantages in like weird ways.
Yeah, that's what the eye rays were for.
Yeah, but
Conditional.
I feel like the 5e system doesn't like lend itself to that kind of like out of the box thinking. Like when
It
we
doesn't.
get into a battle, it's not a role playing game anymore. It's like this is a legitimate war game.
Yeah.
Although I kept waiting to break my ankle.
Yeah, I was like, you're gonna roll like awful on one of these athletics, and it's gonna cause something. But amazingly, I thought the eye rays were gonna be a lot more harmful than they were, and you guys rolled pretty well because all the checks were 18s, because that's an average on basically what all you guys roll. The person that brings down the entire party in terms of roll averages is Hafen, because he has like nothing on any of his spell saves or stat saves.
Well, he's a charisma caster.
Yeah.
So he's focused on. I actually don't know. Other than charisma, I don't know what he put his stats in. Did he? And I can't see either.
He is charisma and constitution, but this guy had strength, dexterity, and constitution saving throws, so he was only good against one of the 3.
Everyone else is pretty strong, except for maybe the deck saves for me and Jeff.
Mm.
But I have advantage on
Yeah.
them, even though I'm kind of low.
Which is why there was coverage across the 3 different kinds.
Yeah.
I didn't even have to use any of my legendary resistances.
Well, we don't give you a lot of saving throws, right?
Yeah. I was hoping everybody would have picked up right away when Hafen started doing fire attacks against it, and it did no damage.
Well, we saw like a fire immunity right off the bat. And I was like, it didn't matter to me. I wasn't doing fire damage. Jeff, you were fucked with your hammer doing fire damage. Because it was fire and bludgeoning resistance, so it was like wimpy nothing.
No, all of your attacks are doing half damage, unless you were spell casting.
Well, like Jeff's was doing less than half damage because half of his damage is fire and it's
Yeah.
immune, and then half of that hammer damage is cut in half.
Yep, that's about right.
But once you pulled that sword out, you started doing some real damage. Actually, when that lightning starts hitting, that's how.
Well, the lightning actually doesn't account for the
Oh.
giant body pile.
Well,
So technically, we're still in combat.
for one more round, technically, because it was only like 15 or 16 damage worth of lightning that I counted in,
You
so-
said on the first sword strike that it didn't count because of the dragon. So I just assumed you weren't adding it.
You know what? I did, and whatever. It happened. It happened. Hey, well, you know what? Maybe there were some dragon parts mixed in there.
That's a good way to work around it. There were some dragon men fused inside. Maybe
Yeah.
the cores were made out of dragon bone.
See,
Could have been.
Now,
Could have been.
everywhere we go, Jeff's going to carry a dragon bone just shoved down someone's throat so he can swipe at it.
Yeah, my first action every combat, if they're not wearing some sort of plate armor, is going to be to jab them in the chest with a piece of dragon bone.
There you go.
15 damage. I'm going to stake them immediately, and then all of my swings after that are going to be lightning damage. That's a wonderful idea.
Actually, even better, get yourself a crossbow, a hand crossbow that has a dragon or dragon
Oh
bolts.
yeah, dragon tooth.
Yeah.
And then you
Shoot
don't
it
even
into
need
them.
to get up close and do it. You're just like running at them, firing a crossbow.
So I also gave you guys this really awesome legendary piece of armor.
So Jeff, you're the only person that can use it. Is it worth putting on?
It's an attunement item, and it's legendary.
But it's 18 AC.
So
But you gain once per day the etherealness spell for 10 minutes when you speak its command word, which I don't know. You can decide what you want to do with that.
what's the AC on it?
18.
I think the AC on the mithril plate is what?
On Mithril,
Do you have mithril plate or mithril half plate?
Full plate.
Yeah, that's probably 18.
It is 18. So the only thing that I would get differently with wearing that piece of armor is that I can step into the ethereal realm.
Yes, and you have to give up another attunement item. And you lose out on your ability to sneak because mithril gives you removes the disadvantage from stealth checks.
Yeah.
To be fair, we are not very sneaky.
Yeah. So could we make it a piece of armor that is not plate? Could it be like the robes of etherealness, so Yolanda could use it, or maybe the what does our berserker use?
I the berserker am naked except for armbands.
Could they be the wristbands of etherealness?
I don't know. That depends on if Scott's gonna allow us to try to craft it into something else.
what's that?
The plate armor,
Yeah.
Jeff is interested in crafting it into something else that someone else could wear because, well, I think he wants to keep his mithril armor,
The
Okay.
the attunement part is my problem.
Sure. So that is always a point you can go back and talk to Davril and Thorin about.
Like pay him a little bit and have him like make it into something that Hayfen or Serena or
That is me pushing off the answer to that question until next week while I can think about it all week.
Well, we could always get what's the Thorin to give us another transmutation fusion spell scroll, and then like fuse 2 items together, and see what happens. Assuming he would part with another one of those after seeing what happened to Arena.
Who knows? He could be excited by it.
He's seen the effects, and now he knows he's got the market cornered, so it's 50,000 gold.
This is true.
I mean, I like the idea of the ethereal thing, but again, it's just one of those things. It's like let's just sell it.
To who?
Do we
Thorin?
still have access to the Magic Man?
You do.
Does anyone
sure
remember
he
his
would-
name? I don't.
You would remember his name
Gofin.
Would Arena remember his name?
as a fusion of Serena and Armin.
Maybe.
You both have been in his shop.
So Sean doesn't remember his name. It's not
Yeah.
Garfield.
No, it's Darunia.
Darunia. Oh, because he's like the Gorons, or no, not Gorons. There's a character in Breath of the Wild, or maybe
I've played very little of that game.
you should.
I didn't like it.
Actually, Darunia is is from Ocarina of Time. And how come you didn't like it? Hold on.
Is that an actual? Is it really? I fucking made that up on the spot.
It's the king of. Are they?
I did not
the
know
king
that
of
was
the
a Legend
Gorons.
of Zelda thing.
I'm gonna stop streaming so we don't offend anyone with